NFL Today on CBS Sports is presented by Southwest. Yes to low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency.
And welcome back to the NFL Today. Right now, the Steelers and Bengals are getting set for their matchup. And as we approach kickoff, let's send you out live to Cincinnati with our announcers, Ian Eagle, Dan Faust, and Evan Washburn. Gentlemen.
JB, it's a rivalry that has turned bitter over the years. Last season, the Pittsburgh Steelers came into Cincinnati and shocked the Bengals in the wild card round. Now they're hoping to ride a winning streak right into the playoffs. Cincinnati, after 5 straight postseason appearances, they're hanging on by a thread in the AFC North. A win today could make it interesting. Look at the standings. Pittsburgh has a 1-game lead over Baltimore. The Bengals enter action at 5-7-1. Welcome to the broadcast booth, everybody. Ian Eagle along with Hall of Famer Dan Fouts. Evan Washburn joins us down on the sidelines. The path to the postseason for the Pittsburgh Steelers, it's clear-cut. They win their final 3 games, they're in the playoffs. And right now, they've got a running back playing as well as anybody at that position in the league. It's Le'Veon Bell.
Yeah, he's the most unique and productive back going right now in the NFL. He has the uncanny ability to harness his patience, and that allows the blocking patterns to unfold, and his vision helps him find the best option along the offensive line. And then with his acceleration through the hole, that's helped him produce over 1,000 yards rushing in just 10 games. And as a receiver, he has the ability to make tacklers miss in the open field. His 67 catches are second most on the team, good for another 563 yards. And that's the reason he finds himself, after just 45 career games, on that list.
Another piece of good news for Pittsburgh, it's December, which means it's Ben Roethlisberger time.
And if there was ever a quarterback made for playing in bad weather, it's Big Ben. He has the size, the experience of having grown up here in Ohio, and the poise to not let the elements bother him. And this record proves his dominance in December in 2013.
And a big reason why Pittsburgh has gotten back into the conversation regarding the best teams in the AFC. Defensively, over this 4-game winning streak, things have changed dramatically. They've produced 18 sacks, 7 takeaways. They're allowing 257 yards and 12.5 points per game. They're doing it with veterans. They're doing it with young guys.
What James Harrison is doing at the age of 38 has been simply remarkable. He leads the Steelers in sacks, and last week against the Bills played all 52 snaps on defense. And on the other end of the age spectrum is a 23-year-old linebacker, Bud Dupree. Last week was his first career start. He made the most of it, Ian, with 2.5 sacks, all in the first half.
Cincinnati Bengals back-to-back wins, but it might be too little too late for Cincinnati. No A.J. Green once again. He's missing his 4th consecutive game with a hamstring injury. They're relying on some other players in the passing game for Andy Dalton.
Yeah, a couple of guys named Tyler. Rookie Tyler Boyd is the Bengals' second leading receiver behind A.J. Green. He's been a solid contributor, especially working out of the slot and making big catches on 3rd downs. And when Cincinnati gets into the red zone, Andy Dalton will look for 6'6" Tyler Eifert. Dalton says Eifert is reliable, tough, smart, and an inviting target. He's got 5 touchdown catches in 7 games.
Well, for Cincinnati, he has been enemy number 1 in Pittsburgh, and we're talking about Vontaze Burfict, his role last year in that loss when the Cincinnati Bengals just fell apart against the Steelers. He got suspended, so he missed the first meeting between these 2 teams. He is back in there today for Cincinnati. There were no fireworks, though, in the first meeting. We'll see if that's a question for later today. Time right now for our Tools for Success, presented by Home Depot.
Jeremy Hill had his second 100-yard rushing day of the season against the Browns last week. He scored 8 times on the ground. Antonio Brown continues to assault the record books. 93 catches so far, gives him 4 straight seasons with at least 90 catches, the Steelers' record. Go Green, as in tight end Ladarius Green. He gives Big Ben a legitimate deep threat down the middle of the field. And Andy Dalton needs to have a big day today to keep the Bengals' slim playoff hopes alive.
It is the 95th all-time meeting between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. The Steelers have won 5 of the last 6 in the series. It's the NFL on CBS. We've got it for you from the jungle next.